The wise man who comes in all our stories, sat on a pedestal preaching to his students. When a young prince passed that way, saw the wise man, and came to pay his respect. The yogi spoke to the young prince seated on his pedestal and answered all his queries. After the young prince left, the wise man continued his teachings. The chief officer of the army came to see the wise man, and as he walked toward the wise man got up from the pedestal and stepped down a few steps, spoke to the chief, and answered his questions. The chief thanked him and went his way. The wise man continued his teachings till a poor farmer came that way, and he came to pay his respect to the wise man. The wise man came right down and stood face to face with the farmer, answering his questions. The farmer too left happy and content. Now, one of the students was curious to know why the wise man had answered the young prince from the top of the pedestal, why he came down a bit for the chief of the army, and why he had stepped right down to speak to the farmer. When he posed the question to the wise man said, if my answers, if my teachings had to reach the person I am speaking to, I will have to come down to their level. The young prince was pure and had no ego at all. So I just sat there and spoke to him, and he was open to hear. The chief of the army did have a bit of ego in him, so I did have to step down a bit. Whereas the farmer was filled with so much of ego, so I had to come right down. If I needed to get to their heart, I will have to step down to their level, to their frequency. Today's takeaway message: more than the words you utter, more than the meaning of the words you utter, you have to first prioritize the person whom you are conveying your message to. Analyze that and go down to their level and convey what you want to convey. It will be done successfully.